If mixed girl like me, I could drop you and get with her. I ain't gonna lie to you, this happened in like all 3 of my relationships that I've been in. Like I be feeling you, right? I love you. I'm right here with you. And then all of a sudden, it's like you start caring a little too much. And I'm like, nah, bro, you doing too much. You gotta back up, fool. Before we start, let's get something straight. Toxicity is not a good thing. Stop trying to be toxic, y'all. I was born this way. I got an excuse. I was born toxic. I'm telling you, when my mom's had me, when she pushed me out, I was glowing green. Like, I was a green baby until I was like 1 or 2. I'm telling you, you can ask her yourself. I was just always toxic. I've got a couple episodes where I was toxic, but we just gonna stick to one for this video. We gonna start with my earliest escapades of toxicity. This happened when I was in 10th grade, sophomore. Hey, right quick, look, I just want to show y'all my 10th grade student ID. Where is that, bro?
Just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness! Squidward!
Right? So it was this girl, right? And she wasn't really my girlfriend because I was like 15. And my parents, they was like, I can't have no girlfriend. She was like my little boo thing. I'm a youngin'. This is probably my first little year. Actually, no, that's a lie. I had one in 3rd grade. But that don't count because I was a youngin'. But 15, let me put y'all on game of how I was, right? Me, in like 10th grade, I was a little sheltered coming up. Like, I wasn't really on the scene like that, you feel me? So, for a sheltered young dude, I was, another little background for y'all, I was homeschooled, right? Homeschooled all throughout high school. And most of middle school. So, you feel me? Sheltered.
Squidward!
Anyway, so I get to high school, right? And they got these things called co-ops. You go in 2 days a week, the other 3 days you do your work at home. So that's where I was at. That was my high school experience. I be running out of breath on this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was that. Boom, bam, bing, bam, bow. So, 9th grade, I was just trying to warm up, right? I was just trying to warm up to the scene. Because I was new to that whole thing. I was in a little cave, ducked off. And now I'm in the real world with the trees and the animals and the sunlight. So now I got to get accustomed to it, right? So boom, that's what I'm doing all in 9th grade. Just studying, learning, figuring out where I stand and all this, right? 10th grade come. Now I'm a little prepared for it. You feel me? Now I'm a little ready. Now I'm a little, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's this girl, right? And I knew she was messing with me a little bit. So I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I threw my line in the water. She kind of caught on to it. And it just happened like that. The toxicity only started around the 5-month period. The 4-month, 5-month period. That's a long time. That's 150 days. So that's when the toxicity started. It was this mixed girl, right? She was tall, a little bit. I ain't even gonna describe her because y'all gonna be all in my comments. And my friends probably watching this junk too. They gonna know who I'm talking about. But it was this little mixed girl, right? And she was my girl's friend. And then my girl ended up telling me, oh, she was like, mixed girl was feeling you at one point. The whole time, I had a crush on mixed girl. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I was like, dang, bro, hold on. If mixed girl like me, I could drop you and get with her. You feel me? That's what was going through my head. I was on some wild SH. Yeah, you hear me? I ain't gonna cuss on here. But I was on some wild but that's what was going through my head. So I was like, dang, bro. And I was feeling mixed girl vibe. Like, we was cool. It's not like she was a stranger. She was like, we wasn't tight, but we was cool enough. So the whole mixed girl situation happened. I'm a little geeked up over it. That, I'm not gonna lie, that gassed my head up. I went from a 63 overall to about a 68. Anyway, so then after that happened, probably a month later, I just started feeling different, bruh. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I'm with my girl, I didn't have an iPhone. I had a track phone. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it. Please don't joan on me. I know I was a little rough back in the day. It's your boy, Simba, and this is my $7 track phone. I think this was 10th grade, actually. So yeah, you see I was like a 61 overall. I didn't have no badges. But right around the time I started feeling a little different is when I got my phone back and when I got on Instagram. I ain't gonna lie, I think Instagram is what made me toxic. Because that's when I realized, oh, it's more girls than just at this little co-op homeschool thing. Like, this world is full of fine ASS women. And I'm not gonna say my girl wasn't fine, but you hear me? I'm trying to, I'm a youngin'. I'm 15. I see all this out here. I'm like, dang, bro, I can have that. And I want that. But anyway, So boom, I get on there and I see all type of different jumps, right? Light skin, dark skin, white, Hispanic, you feel me? All of them. Snow bunnies, I'm like, whew. I'm over here rubbing my hands. So I'm like, shoot, I can't be a player in this game if I'm tied down. That's like trying to put your pants on both legs at a time. It just don't work. But here come the toxicity, right? I saved it for the end. I shouldn't have saved it for the end. But this is when I started to lose feelings. I ain't gonna lie to you, this happened in like all 3 of my relationships that I've been in. Like I be feeling you, right? I love you. I'm right here with you. And then all of a sudden, it's like you start caring a little too much. And I'm like, nah, bro, you doing too much. You gotta back up, fool. And then so it's like the more you care, the less I care. I be like, nah, baby, listen, you doing a little too much for me. You too much in love. Your feelings is too deep into this. I'm gonna need you to calm down. So that's how it went. So I started pulling away. I started falling back. One day, I'm just like, you know what? And I talked to my pops. And then he was like, if you're not feeling it no more, you're not feeling it no more. I was like, bet. I took that as my green light to just be like, bet, I'm done. You feel me? So I seen her at school. I was gonna do it at school, right? But I was a little nervous, not gonna cap. Remember, at the time, I'm like a 63, 45, 65 overall, right? Me now, I would've did it in person. But back then, I ain't had the awareness or I don't know. I think I was just tripping. But seen her at school, didn't say nothing. I was acting weird though, cause you know, I get home and I call her on FaceTime, right? And I tell her I'm losing feelings. Or I lost feelings. Like they all gone. Like they was here yesterday, a week ago, they gone today. So I think she get to crying. I don't remember. You know how that go when you break up with your girl, get to crying. But I honestly do not remember. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But for the sake of the story, we gonna say she cried. So she started crying, bruh. She all on her knees, like begging for me to just stay with her, bruh. And I'm like, nah, it's done. Get off my phone. Hear me? It's like, nah, all that ain't happening, but it sound good, so we just gonna run with it. And yeah, so that was how I was extremely toxic. She started loving me, you know what I'm saying, wanting to be all on me, and I'm like, psh, go ahead with all that. Y'all heard that voice crack, bro? I said, go ahead with all that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear you all on my phone no more. I don't want you in my face no more. That's definitely not what I said. I was like, I lost feelings. That's probably how I sounded. But nah. So the toxicity in that was just me not wanting love. You feel me? Me being afraid of love, maybe. Dang, I'm like a psychologist. I'm just peeping at this whole scene. You feel me? So that's really how it happened. That was my toxic story number 1. I got another one. Next one is crazy, bro. Next one is wild. It's a little similar, but it's much better. So if y'all want to hear that one, I'm going to need some likes on this joint. Else I'm going to just think y'all not messing with it. Feel me? But that's the end of the toxic story number 1. I might add a little more. You know what I'm saying? Meat. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro.